Hello. Welcome, you guys. Happy Thursday. Going live here once again on a Thursday afternoon. If you guys are on the West Coast, it's still afternoon here, but I'm here to share the opportunity once again on what I do and what this whole digital marketing business is about, and just here to share my story once again. So if you're a mom out there, you're a mom who's looking for a way to earn an income from home, or you're wanting to stay home and work from home, do some type of work from home, gig or hustle, or it's not really a job what I'm about to share. But if you're a busy mom, working mom, you're a single mom, or you're a stay-at-home mom, I'm here to help another mom out there who's wanting to do this and learn how to earn an income from your phone. So if you're watching from the outside, you're welcome to jump in and join my live. Just going to share my story here in a little bit, and I don't want to stay on too long once again because just want to jump on really quick and do this live and just share some valuable information, hopefully help you learn something new today, and just help you, open your eyes maybe a little bit on what the options are out there for you to, get into if you're wanting to do something like this. But, there are a lot of different ways to earn an income online. And so if you've ever searched online or Googled how to, make money from home, or if you've searched for different ways to work from home or earn an income from home or earn an income online, this is a great opportunity for you to look into and see if it's for you or not. Because what I'm about to share is, the program I'm a part of and what I do actually, and some of the things I've been learning, and I just want to be able to share that with you today. And I'm just going to share my story like I always do. But if you're new here, welcome. My name is Monice. Like I always say in my videos, I'm a busy mom of 3, and I just wanted to find a way. Tella, welcome. I just wanted to find a way to stay home, be there for my kids. How are you today, Tella? And let me know where you're joining in from. I'd love to know. And hopefully the connection on my live here is okay. Sometimes when I'm out in my car, the connection goes in and out, so hopefully it's not lagging. But I was just looking for a way to stay home, be there for my kids instead of being away at a job. I don't have to sacrifice time being away because I wanted to be a present mom. I wanted to be there for my kids. I wanted to be the one to pick them up from school, drop them off, and just be able to take them to their after school activities and sports and all the fun things that they want to do. But I actually, would search online for different ways to make money from home. And then I just, I always wanted to be able to be a stay-at-home mom, but I've always gone from like working mom, then stay-at-home mom, working mom, and stay-at-home mom. And so I've been a stay-at-home mom now for 2 years, and so I've been able to do this online business, work from home. And I was just actually praying for a way to, I was just asking God, what's a way for me to be able to stay home? Because I already knew people were making money online, and I just wanted to find a way to bring in an income, help support my husband, help contribute financially, and help pay some of the bills, right? And I, actually seen a post on FB that said 2-hour workday, non-MLM, no tech, no experience, no degree, and it's 100% profit. And so I, just messaged the lady just to see what it was, and she messaged me back right away, but I actually ignored her message for about 2 months. And then I ended up, hey Anna, welcome, thanks for joining. I ended up ignoring her message, and I came back to it after 2 months because, that's when I wasn't really looking for digital marketing. But when I started praying, asking for a way of what's out there for me to be able to stay home so I could be there for my kids and earn an income at the same time, that's when, God presented the opportunity of digital marketing. And that's when I looked into it more and went back to that message from the lady that messaged me 2 months ago. And so I did my research, I looked into it more, and I checked out her website, and I attended this free webinar where they explain more in detail on what the business is about and what you're actually going to be doing. We actually have one tomorrow, so I can give you the details if you guys want to learn more. But I jumped on one of these free live webinars, and then I just heard all these stories of people earning an income in such a short amount of time, and I thought, if they could do it, why can't I? And so I jumped in 3 days later, not knowing anything, not how to do, how to do any of this, and I had never been on TikTok before. I had no idea what I was doing when I first started. But I learned the skills. I learned how to work a 2-hour workday. I learned how to create, or I don't have digital products of my own, but I learned how to market the done for you digital products that I earn 100% profit off, that, these done for you digital products I didn't have to create, but I made that one-time investment though to be able to receive the rights to resell those digital products, the done for you digital products. And I can go over what master resale rights are if you guys don't know what it is, and even if you're new to digital marketing, I can explain what that is as well. And I just started learning and started watching these videos, and I just followed the step-by-step process, because all we do is what I did when I first started. I watched a 5 to 7 minute video that shows me actually what I did. What you do is watch these modules in the training or the program, and they have these modules, and it says start here. So you start there, you start watching the videos, and then you just go to the next video. Hey Jenny, welcome. And then once you watch a video though, you have to take action and implement what you learn. So that's what I did. And they have all the training on how to use all the different social media platforms. So I decided to jump on TikTok because the creator herself, Michelle O'Neill, she's the creator of the program. She used TikTok. She did the training and does everything on TikTok. And I was actually inspired by an older lady who's in her 70s. Her name is Penny. And she inspired me to jump on TikTok when I had never been on TikTok before. But let me know where you're joining in from, if you're still on here, and just if you're wanting to learn how to earn an income online or earn from your phone. That's what I'm here to share. And so this is a global business, so you can work this from anywhere. But I was inspired by Penny to start creating these TikTok videos. And what I wish I had done though was to start learning the skills though, and how to create these videos first, and how to use social media the right way before I started making the videos, because there is a skill to it, and there's an algorithm you have to follow, or you have to learn how to train the algorithm on TikTok. And so I didn't do that at first when I first started, and then I had to just keep going though, because I was so excited, I guess, to get started, and I just had to learn on the way. And so it's been a journey, this has been a learning journey for me, but I just, kept watching those videos, and it's a step-by-step process that you follow. And so once you watch each video, just take action, go watch the next video, take action. And that's how simple it is. And you just create these videos. It could be 5 to 7 second videos, or you can create these talking videos. You don't have to do face to camera. You can do faceless if you're an introvert. And especially me, I'm an introvert. If you meet me in person, I'm very quiet, reserved, to myself type of person. So I don't usually do this much talking. So going live, pushes me to get out of my comfort zone and to actually do all this talking, and all I do is just share my story though, share what the opportunity is about, and share some of the things I've been learning, and why I'm doing this. So I can share those things with you tonight. And but that's pretty much how I got started, and how digital marketing came upon, how I stumbled upon it. And I am so grateful though to have found this, because before I jumped in, I actually had like this feeling. I had Oh, hey, Christine, welcome. I had this feeling like, there was something different about this. Like inside, I was feeling like this was it. This is what was going to help my family and I get out of debt. It was going to help, bring in that income and that freedom, time freedom, and to be able to live life on my own terms and not have to rely on a job or go back to a job, which is something I didn't want to do. So I had to do something though, because, we were falling further into debt. We had all these bills to pay, and we were falling behind, on some of our credit card bills. And so, hey Bella, welcome. But that's where I was at, and so I had to do something about it. Plus, I wanted change. I felt stuck, and so I didn't want to have to keep doing the same thing every year, year after year, day by day after day. And I just wanted out of that cycle, and I wanted something different. And I am trying to bring my husband home from his 9-to-5 job, and that's one of my goals. But yeah, that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this. And then, of course, to have more time with family and to have that freedom of time to do whatever it is we want to do when we want to do, instead of asking time from a boss or having to request time off, when you're working a job. And so, plus, it was hard relying on one stream of income, right? I was relying on my husband's stream of income, and he actually was out of a job for 6 months at one point, and so I had to do something, and so that's why I jumped into this. And I knew people were making money online and were successful at it, and so I just thought, if they could do it, why can't I? But I was tired of relying on that one stream of income as well, because like when you get your check, you get it every 2 weeks, right? When you work a full-time job. So my husband would get his check every 2 weeks. Then most of that check would go towards the mortgage or the rent. And so there would barely be anything left over, right? Because we still would have to pay PAY for food, and then there'd still be gas, the car payment, PAYment, and then other bills like utility bills, and then our phone, right? So there was like barely anything left. And so I was tired of living that way, and I just wanted to bring in some extra income. And so this has helped me be able to do that, and I'm just here to help another mom who's wanting to do the same. And the thing is, though, you have to learn these skills. You have to make that investment. You have to want that change, and you want to, you want something. If you want something better for you and your family, you have to be willing to do what it takes. And so you have to do these lives. The lives and creating content and videos is part of the 2-hour workday that we're taught. And so you just have to be willing to put yourself out there. And if you are coachable, you're open to learning new things, you know how to stay consistent, and you can be committed to something, then this can be something you can do, because those are the 3 main things you have to, work on and do every single day. And just watch those videos, you plug into training, and I can go over the 2-hour workday as well. But if you guys want to know what the 2-hour workday is, you can drop it in the chat. Just put 2-hour. And then another reason, why I'm doing this, like I said, is for that freedom of time. I want to be able to travel as well. I want to go on family vacations, take my family on vacation, and I just want to be able to live a life, of just enjoy it. Like, there was no extra from my husband's check to do any extra little fun things. And so I want to be able to enjoy living our life and do it with my family, because, my kids are going to be grown and in no time, because time has already passed by so fast. And I want to be able to spend as much time with them before they have their own lives and their own family. And so that's why I'm doing this, and that's why I jumped into digital marketing. But I want to be able to help another mom out there first who's wanting the same, or who's just wanting to maybe get out of debt, or you just want to be able to have enough to feed your kids or pay some of the bills, right? And so there's a lot of moms who are doing this right now. There's a lot of people who are earning crazy amounts of income all online, all from their phone, and it's possible for anyone to do. You don't need experience to do this. Hey, is it Marimar? Welcome. Thanks for joining. I always see, some of your comments and support. I appreciate your support on my videos and whatnot. Thanks for the hearts. How are you doing today? I'm not sure if I've seen you on one of my lives before, but, I was just talking about my journey and why I'm doing this and some of the things, of why I jumped into doing this as well. But hope you're doing well. Oh, yes, I'm doing good too. Thank you. Good to hear. Where are you joining in from? Are you on the West Coast like me? I'm up by Seattle, so it's still daylight here. I know if you're on the East Coast, it's probably in the evening. Hoshina, welcome. Hi. How are you? How are you, friend? But I'm here, helping other moms. Here to help other moms learn how you can earn an income from your phone. So if you're wanting to learn, if you want some free information, I'd love to send you some free information. Moms, here to help other moms learn how you can earn an income from your phone. So if you're wanting to learn, if you want some free information, I'd love to send you some free information. You're in Tennessee? Oh, awesome. So you're on the East Coast, right? It's evening over there. So you probably have been able to see, is it like, I don't know how the weather is over there, but like the leaves and everything are changing color here. So is it like country-ish over there? But yeah, the weather is cooling down. I'm already wearing a sweater, right? And fall is one of my, I'm already wearing a sweater, right? And fall is one of my favorite seasons. I'm not sure if you enjoy the fall season, with all the colors and with the Halloween and everything, for the kids. But my birthday is in the fall and my daughter's birthday is in the fall, so we love the fall season. But yeah, I was just sharing my story and then how I got into this and why I'm doing this. And when you're doing digital marketing, you just market your story, your brand, and just share your journey, when you create all these videos. And we're taught how to create the videos as well, and we give you ideas on content and what to use if you have no idea what to post, and we also, you're going to be receiving the training in the program how to use social media, and you just want to start off with one platform to begin with, and then you can branch off to other platforms. So if you want to use TikTok in the for one of your platforms, which is what I'm doing, you just want to go all in on TikTok, learn everything about TikTok and how to do it, and then just promote and market your business and go from there. Then you can jump onto IG if you want, or YT. I have accounts in the other social media platforms, but I'm usually here on TikTok. Thank you so much for all the hearts. I just want to share the opportunity. Like I said, I don't want to stay on here too long. I think it's almost been 15 minutes. And I usually like to share a couple other stories and some people's wins that we have in the community, which I did yesterday. But another story I'd always like to share is one of the first stories I heard when I attended the free webinars of a mom. She's a mom, stay-at-home, or she was a working mom, and she was working 2 jobs at one point, 18-hour days. She had 2 or 3 kids, I forget, but her daughter just wanted to, just wanted her mom to check out a dancing video of hers on TikTok. And Amy was too busy to even do that, but her daughter kept insisting and asking her, so she ended up jumping on TikTok, creating a TikTok account, and then she's seen one of these lives, and she's seen Michelle O'Neill, the creator of the program. She saw her live, and Amy ended up jumping into the business, and then 10 days into the business, she ended up earning, she started earning and seeing results in her business, and then she was able to leave one of her jobs, and now she's, of course, 6-figure income earner, and she's able to pay for her daughter's college, and take care of the tuition all through digital marketing, all because of this online business. But she actually inspired me because, she's a mom, working mom, single mom. She's divorced as well, and she was able to do all of this, in between. And I remember her saying, like, she would, like, take a break and she'd create her videos and content, and then during her lunch break and all that. So I can show you how to fit this business in between a 9 to 5 if you guys have a 9 to 5 still, or if you're a busy mom, you can fit this in the pockets and here and there throughout your day. You can fit this business and how to do all these videos and do all the training in between your busy mom life. But I was inspired by her story. And then there's another mom who is a stay-at-home mom of 3 like me, and she actually had a baking business to where she actually made $10,000 in her baking doll hairs in her baking business, but she would have to invest and use $6,000 of that towards all the ingredients and all the supplies, for her baking business to make all these cookies and cakes for the small town she lived in. But in reality, she only made $4,000, right, out of the whole year in her baking business. So she had to find some way to bring in a real income, because $4,000 is not going to cut it, right, in 1 year. So she ended up, instead of going back to a job or going back to nursing school, she jumped into this and she started learning the skills. And then 2 weeks in, she was able to earn her first sale. But not too long ago, she was able to take her family on vacation, and she was able to earn an income while she was on vacation. And so that's just so amazing to see, people are earning an income in their sleep. And she was able to earn, I believe, 4 figures while she was on vacation. She was able to take her brother-in-law, something like that, with them. And then she's able to now, be that stay-at-home mom and provide financially and feel good about herself, right? And so, I'm here to help another mom feel the same way, to do the same, and just be able to, if you want to spoil your family, and just be able to have that extra income to, buy things your kids need or whatever they want, or just go out to eat even. Like, it's expensive to go out to eat now. But, those are some of the stories and some of the other moms I've heard, with their success. So if you're wanting to even just leave your 9 to 5 job, or you're not looking to go back to a job like how I was, this is something to look into. And probably maybe you'd rather do this instead of go back to a job, right? Because 50% of adults are actually wanting to work from home right now. And a lot of people are jumping online. Everyone's on their phone nowadays. The whole world is going digital, so it's the best time to jump in. It's a $1.3 billion a day industry in digital marketing, and so by 2027 it's going to be a $3 billion a day industry. And so it's best time to jump in is right now. And what better way to do it all from your phone? You can take advantage of social media so that you don't have to pay for ads. You don't have to pay for ads to market your business. We actually have a free ads method that you can use to market your business. And then social media is for free, so you can use social media to your advantage and market your business, that way. So is it Candace? Welcome. That way you can, start earning by using social media. Start earning an income all from your phone using social media, right? And so, I wanted to ask some questions, actually. I know during the lives, you kind of want more engagement, right? Doing these. And so, I don't know if you're someone out there, if you're a working mom still, do you feel like, you ever sit at your job and feel like or think to yourself, is this it? Is this all I'm going to be doing for the rest of my life? Or is this all there is, Am I just going to be working this 9 to 5 job forever? So that was me, at one point. And hey, Anna, welcome. How are you, my friend? But yeah, who really wants to work a 9 to 5 job for the rest of their life, right? And so I remember I would sit there at my job and think, this can't be it, right? There has to be more to this than life, and has to be more than just working to pay the bills, right? And so, if you're someone out there who feels the same way, thank you for the hearts, Anna, then, this is something you need to look into, because this is a way for you to be able to probably either leave your 9 to 5 or supplement your 9 to 5, or because my goal is to bring my husband home from his 9 to 5. But how are you doing today, Anna? I know you messaged me before, and then I usually don't like to go in my DMs because there's so many weird messages there, and we're not taught to do DMs. We're taught not to do DMs, and so I had these questions written down somewhere. So, but yeah, if you're ready to, someone out there who's ready to change their life, who's ready to, you're doing good. Great to see you. Great to see you too, my friend. Hope everything's going well in the business. Where are you joining in from? Where are you located at? Because there's someone on here in Tennessee. And so I'm actually on the West Coast, up by Seattle. You're in Alabama. Oh, wow. So you guys are all kind of in the South. So it's not actually a job. You're actually going to be investing in an online business. So you'd be going in business for yourself. But it's online digital marketing business. So you would be promoting done-for-you digital products, or you can create products of your own, like digital products of your own, if you already know what you would want to share, or I don't know if I can say SELL on these lives, but there's so many different words you can't say on here, but yeah, you can create your own digital products, and then you can actually if you have a business, you can help other business owners, market their business, or you can market your own business, learn the skills and how to market your business and attract more customers. If you're already a business owner, you can do the done for you digital products and create your own digital products. So there's a lot of different options, but when I first started, I just, started marketing the done for you digital products, because these are already created. It's already done and already built for us, ready to go. And we also receive a website that's pre-built and ready to go as well. So you're not having to do any of that. You're not having to create your own website. You're not having to come up with any products. Pretty much there's nothing physical here that we're selling. It's all digital. So it could be, if you wanted to create your own digital product, you can actually create an ebook or some type of recipe or a guide, like a health and wellness fitness guide. You can do like a homeschooling guide if you want to help other moms who want to homeschool. And yeah, you just personalize, yes, for the website, you just personalize the site for yourself. You just add your information to the website, and then you connect your sales funnel and all that and create your domain name. But I can help you with all that. It's simple to do, and there's no tech stuff here. You just need to know the basics of how to use a computer and how to upload picture or, download whatever. And but what you'd start doing is learn how to use social media. So you want to start, if you want to do TikTok, you start off with a brand new account. Actually, it's recommended, because if you already have a TikTok account, you might have other things on your FYP, weekly Zoom meetings as well. Yes, to ensure success. Yes, Anna. And this program is live interactive training that's available. So you have a multi-millionaire mentor here to guide you and pour into you every single day. But when you first get started, you want to try to create a brand new fresh TikTok account so you can train the algorithm to where you are attracting your customers to your page, and you want to learn how to find your ideal customer as well. So we teach all of that in the program, and then we teach you how to build your following, how to set up your account, the right way, and how to you don't need a huge following, so you can start from zero, and you don't need to be like any fancy influencer doing this as well. But yeah, you just start creating your account from scratch, and then you start learning in the program. You could just go step by step, watch each video, and start implementing what you learn. And we actually have what's called a 90-day confidence to cash going on right now. It's like a 90-day challenge or sprint where you can learn how to build your business every single day in the 90 days, and how to earn up to 30K in your first 90 days. And then you just follow the videos every single day and what you need to do, right? And then you just need to know who your ideal customer is, and then you want to have a goal in mind, of course. And then if you want to create your own digital products, you can, or you can promote the done for you digital products. So hopefully that answered your question. And then of course, yes, there's weekly Zoom meetings. There's training every single day. And Michelle O'Neill, who's the creator of the program, she does, all the training, and, has those weekly calls or daily calls. And so, yeah, any other questions, or if you want to check out the information, it's free. So just go to the LANK, my profile. I don't know if you can see the sticker. It says, oh, it didn't go through, I guess. I probably have to take out the dots. I can just type out the word dot. And then you can go to the LANK though in my profile, and then enter a good email that works best for you, and then I'll send you some free information, and from there you can email me back with any questions. So I don't know what the questions were I had, but yeah, if you're ready to jump into this, you're ready to change your life, you're ready to jump on board, let's do it. Let's get it going, because time is money, right? And the best time is to start is always going to be now. There's never going to be a right time. So the more time you wait, also the more you're going to lose, the more money you're going to be leaving behind. And you want to just jump in like how I did. I didn't know anything how to do this, but I started learning and just following the step-by-step process. But yeah, I think that's about it for now. I will probably just jump off and end my live here pretty soon, because it's been, I don't know, half an hour now. But yeah, if you're ready to change your life, you're ready to do something different, you're ready to start like building and learning, and then you'll be earning at the same time. Let's do this. Let's get it going. Just go to the LANK and enter an email address of yours that works best for you. Like I said, I'll send you some free information, and from there, you can email me back, or whatever questions you have, just send them, reply to that email. And then if you want, you can DM me on TikTok. Just let me know you were on my live, and I will try to look for your message, because we're taught not to do DMs. But from there, I can help you set up your domain name, and then connect your sales funnel to your website, and get you going, and even start coming up with content, help you come up with content if you need help with that. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, just email me, let me know in the chat, or I'll just come on live again tomorrow and go over this again tomorrow, share my story once again tomorrow. And it's Friday tomorrow, so happy Friday. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I hope you learned something new here today. Thank you for those who jumped on my live, and for the support from the other digital marketers. Thank you so much. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, so have a blessed day.